If my memory serves me correctly, there's a bit of a deeper hole towards the top just underneath these overhanging branches. And the sun comes out. That'll prompt a bit of insect activity, I don't know. Lovely spring day. I mean, just look at the countryside. It is nice to be out. Make sure we're not accumulating any knots here. Not so far anyway. Don't know whether I need to put a second nymph on to get down a bit, because I don't seem to be getting very deep with this. Look at the gear I'm using, the basic fly setup. This is an 8-foot 4-to-5 weight fly rod. I use this on small rivers such as this, in conjunction with a slightly shorter one, a 7'6", which is a 3 weight. The 3 weights for the more delicate stuff, the dry fly and what have you. While I'm using quite heavy nymphs, and sometimes I might be fishing small lures, this 5 weight 8-foot setup's ideal. I'm just awaiting delivery of a 10-foot 4 weight, which will give me some a bit more control on the larger rivers. So that's to look forward to. Some videos fishing the larger rivers, the Ribble and Loon, you know, the bigger rivers in my area. The reel is an old Intrepid rim fly. I think you can get them for about a £5 from a car boot sale. I think the rod actually was about 35 quid again in a car boot sale, and the line is, I think, a Witchwood. It's a double taper, which means it's fattest at the middle, thin at either ends. That's the line for delicate presentation. It's a floater as well. We'll go into that in more detail later as well on the startup fly fishing video. So the whole lot, I would say you could buy all of that new for less than 100 quid. The landing net, as you can see, is a Heath Robinson affair. It's an old coarse fishing net head. I accidentally fell on it. I think I slipped on a bank, fell on the thing, and I broke the sort of threaded nut at the end that screws into the landing net handle. So I basically cut the two arms off, folded them together and pushed them into a bit of tubing, taped them up, and it's just like a concoction of bungee straps to hold it together, and something that I can sling over my shoulder and forget it's there basically. So that's the landing net. Fishing vest. You can just take this up. You can see the pockets there with more flies than you need. One box is probably adequate, but you can't resist taking 3. Odd spares and bits and pieces, bit of muslin, line and fly floatant, forceps, torch in case I'm fishing into the night, scissors, all that kind of thing. All fits into the pockets quite conveniently. Try the near side. There we go. Now we're in. That was a bit of a smash and grab. Feels like something quite decent, that. Now we get spirited fish on like this, get the line back on the reel. So I'm trapping it with my forefinger against the rod. There we go. Oh, he's gone. Damn. That was a half decent one too. He's gone. I'm blaming it on you lot because I'm talking while I'm trying to fish there. Well, it's maybe worth trying a little bit further up the pool. There could be another one there. Trout aren't shoalfish, they tend to keep their own territories, but a couple of feet forward of that position there could be another one that I'd be willing to give it a go. So we'll just hook her up there. That might have ruined it because I'm going to have to go across to the other bank to get it out. Might come back to this spot later. A bit of interest then. Still a little one on, very briefly. Well, it's been damned hard work for nothing. The fish have thwarted me. Hooked one quite decent trout, lost it under the bridge. Don't know, it's just not been happening. Quite typical of the early season. You can get what seems like a decent day and fish don't want to play ball. Maybe if I'd have stuck with that beaded nymph and fished some of the faster water, I might have got another couple. Kids up at the weir pool too, which I don't really fancy fishing with an audience there. So yeah, we've got to get outside the school holidays, really, the other side of the Easter holiday, and hope things pick up a bit. Run. Sure, we're going to connect with something, but don't look like it. There we go, we're in. Not a big one. At least we've had a pull. I was beginning to doubt myself, and it's on that fancy nymph on the point. Lovely hard fighting native wild brown trout. And this is where the elasticated landing net comes in. There we go. Not the biggest fish ever. Perhaps, I think with the following wind, half a pound. And he's unhooked himself. That's the fish, absolute beauty. Slipping back into the river. And he's off. Oh, I just got my hands in the river, it's so cold. Unbelievable. Now I just noticed the leader stop there and jolt forward. And if you react straight away and tighten, you'll generally feel that satisfying jag of a fish on the end. The passers by here think I'm absolutely staring mad talking to myself, but it's all for you guys. Right, that gives me a bit of confidence. Try a bit further up the pool. There won't be another one in that spot because trout are very territorial, but only a metre or so above that, there could be another. And since we managed to pull him downstream and play him a bit away from the head of the pool, we shouldn't have disturbed things too much. What I'm doing, as you can see, I've got a big sort of pile of slack hand behind me here. I'm gathering with my left hand as I cast upstream, follow that nymph down. I'm gathering line with my left hand. So what we'll do, while it's a bit quiet, I'll go through a bit of casting. Fingers of the fly rod, it's your line that gives you the casting weight. The action of the line and rod combined is what puts your fly out there in front of the fish. So get the fly in front of me, and then what I do, I have to build up power in the rod, so I need a back cast for that. So that's that flick back and then a flick forward straight into a tree. Okay, so I'll start with that again. So I take the rod backwards to get some tension on the line, just past vertical, not too far back. That's a common fault with newcomers to fly fishing, so just past vertical, and then I deliver it forward again. So it's back just past vertical, pause, forward. Like that. Back, past vertical, forward. Same trick.